Hey guys, what's going on? I want to just take a minute today to talk a little bit about making some swim baits. Now, it's not something that I use particularly that much. I do a little bit, but I've been talking to some people and stuff, and man, things can get really expensive. Even some of the soft plastic ones they can get out there and get really high. But I have a couple of molds here. What I was going to do is actually pour a couple. This one right here is an open pour from lurecraft, and I think it's a 4.5-inch swim bait. This one's kind of neat. The only problem is you get a flat top on it. It's no big deal. It may have a little ring on it, but it actually makes a pretty good one. And then I have a just a regular injection mold here. And I made some of these, put them on my Instagram. I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and show you guys how this color turned out right here. And the reason I say, hey, I think guys are paying upwards of, I don't know, decent money. I don't know. I saw some swim baits 10, 12 bucks, and they were soft plastic, and I'm thinking, man. Now, of course, those are the monsters, and they're looking to catch some big bass. But I would think, a good 4 or 5-inch swim bait could catch you a decent amount of fish, and wouldn't put a hurt on your wallet. So, I'll show you what you can expect from these two molds. This mold here, I'm not sure what the price is, but I'll put it in the description. And heck, if you guys want me to, I can make you some. Of course, I had to charge a little bit. It does cost me some time, but just let me know. Anyways, I'll go ahead and heat up some of this plastic, and I'll get the pouring and show you guys how easy it is. Woo! So let it look a fine color right there, guys. I'm gonna call this it's like a goldfish. Well, I was trying to go for, like a goldfish color. Actually, I'm going to do it too. That's one good thing about this open pour. You can kind of mess with it a little bit. And also, it pours a lot easier than the worm did earlier. I say earlier because a couple days ago I made a video with pouring a Cinco mold out of one of these little silicone molds like this. And it's definitely a little bit harder to pour than the swim bait. And this is going to be a pretty darn good bait, actually. I mean, like I say, I don't fish swim baits too much, but I'm going to start it, I think. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, these two swim baits right here will probably cost me, after buying the mold, let's just say I could buy the mold, a few colors, and I could buy the mold, a few colors to get started with, for probably, it'd be under 40 bucks, no doubt about it. But how many swim baits can I make with that? A ton. And they're going to be pretty tough too. And that's a horrible pour. Now I'll let this sit a little bit. Because what I want to do is I want to put a black back on it. Like a kind of a darker black plastic. I actually want to let it kind of sit a little bit so the black doesn't run into the orange. Which I guess wouldn't be the worst case scenario. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. See there, I just got a straight up black. It's not even that dark one actually. I just put a couple of drops of coloring. Good consistency there. Now this is something new I just started messing around with here. Just kind of experiment. Tell me what you guys think. When you throw it, let me know. So we'll let that cool. And then we'll see what we got. Well, that's sick. Oh, let me set that there. I want to do another experimentation with the injector. Okay, anytime I'm going to do the injector, take the plastic. I'm going to get at least a half a cup. Actually, I'm going to get a little bit more than that. I'm going to go ahead and get 3/4 of a cup. You know, and I've been doing experiments, so when I do that 3/4 cup, I measure out how much color. I'm going to make some white swim baits here with this one. Everybody likes white, right? On swim baits. So I think, especially in saltwater, and these would actually make some great saltwater swim baits, especially those ones right there. They're big enough, and the plastic's really tough. At least the way I'm doing it now. You can make it softer or harder depending on how you want to do things. Make sure you shake your color really good. I'm going to put about 4 drops in this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Ooh, that's a nice, pretty pearly white. Give it a couple more though. Oops, you see. Well, not exact science, but 4 is looking kind of more like a, I wouldn't say a white, it was looking kind of like milk you put water in. Water you put milk in, whatever. That is close. Put that in for a little bit longer. Alright, let's see what we got. I like to hold on here for a few seconds, because if you don't, you're going to make sure all this stuff has a way of coming out, that's for sure. You're going to want to top off as it sucks the oil back down in there. Let's set this over here. And let's go ahead and pull out the ones we made earlier. My hands are kind of wet. You see that? Not too bad, huh? Make it even a little cooler. Now I'll come back and actually seal these eyes in, but just to kind of give you a, now that black ain't as dark as I'd like it to be on top, but you see the only difference with a little bit of a, when you do the open pour, how it's kind of got that little round, and I can shade that down a little bit, but I don't think the fish are going to care. I certainly don't mind it. It actually gets some great action. So you see that? What do you think about that, guys? Okay, let me go ahead and pull the other one out. See how it turns out. Just big, you just gotta rub your finger in there like that. I got a little bit more black on, but the black wasn't so dark. I didn't put enough. It's just not the worst case scenario. It's the red eye. If you notice, there's a little bit of pitting right there. That could have been some air bubbles. It's not bad. Or it could have been because the mold wasn't really hot. One of the two. I'm not exactly sure, but let me put them both. So which one do you like better? The red eye or the white eye? Both look pretty decent. And like I say, those will throw nice, and they will definitely fish nice. I'd put them with just a swim bait hook, probably maybe a 5 on these. They're kind of thick. Alright guys, let's go ahead and undo the littler swim bait here. Pretty cool. Let me get my scissors. Hold on a second. Let me cut these ends off. All that, guys. Now this one has a bigger eye in it, so I don't actually have the right size eyes for it, but I can still actually make these work. Check it out. Yeah. That's pretty dang cool, ain't it? I'm gonna go ahead and pour a couple in this thing while we're messing around. Pour a couple of white ones in this, see what happens. I wonder if I should put a black one. See, yeah, I will do a black with that. One thing about white, you gotta really be careful when you cook it, because it'll definitely scorch on you and get like a yellow tint. You don't want that. You can buy a heat stabilizer. I don't, but you can. It's supposed to help you keep from doing that kind of stuff. That one didn't pour so great, but it's not the worst case scenario. Now I never put these white in this one. Put black. This is something a little bit new, so we'll see how it turns out. You guys are witnessing a first. Woohoo! Now I could have done a solid white with that, and maybe I should have. But I thought it'd be cool just to have a black top on it, see what it looks like. Okay, so the black is nice and hot. The white is probably cooled off enough to make it work really well. So the black is hot enough. Check it out. Alright guys, let's go ahead and pull these out and see what we got. It's getting night. I went outside. The mosquitoes are hungry. Oh, too bad, huh? Hey guys, so there's the finished product. Well, not quite finished. I'd have to dip those heads in some clear. Not too bad. Which one do you guys think you like the best? Yeah, those look really good, I think. Not too bad at all. These right here could definitely do well on some salt water. These could too. These are pretty good size. I think these are 3.5. Those are 4.5. You got a lot of body here, though. Anyways, guys, there it is. I mean, you know, you see how easy to pour it in swim bait. Cheap mold here. If you go to order this one, I don't have a number on it. It is from Lurecraft, though. This is just a straight up little do it. The cheap swim bait mold. I'll go into difference later about the cheap ones and the expensive ones, because there is a difference. But there you have it, guys. You know, thanks a lot for watching. You know, get out there and make your own baits. Make some swim baits, you know. If you like to do that, it's your thing. I got some stuff coming up too. I think I'll talk about in another video about how we can make it a little more fun with these baits, and then just give you guys some appreciation for watching. You guys have an awesome one. Until next time, you know what to do. Be fishing.